Hey ladies, I just did the old classic of making a whole video without actually pressing the record button. So, here we go again. What was I just talking about? Right, yes. So, it is Tuesday after Easter, and I am back on day one of my diet, because I had a massive Easter fail, of course. I mean, it was bound to happen. It's always going to happen. But I was doing so well, like for 4 weeks. 4 whole weeks I didn't have any sugar except for dark chocolate. And I mean really dark chocolate, and I only ever had like maximum 5 of those small squares in the evening, each evening. And I didn't even have it every day. But that was kind of my treat, and I regard that as fairly healthy. Anyway, that was all I had for 4 weeks. I didn't even have any pasta, I didn't have any bread, I didn't have any white rice. Oh, by the way, totally forgetting where I am. I'm hanging up washing. I hope you don't mind. But, you know, it's the only thing, it's the only chance you get, isn't it? So, what was I saying? Yeah, I did really well. And, I mean, I did really well because I also made eggs for all of our family this year, because we saw it on what was the programme, Sunday Brunch, I think it was. Is that the one with like Simon Rimmer and the other guy? I don't know. Anyway, they had this guy on there making Easter eggs, and he made it look really fun and easy, and it was really fun and easy. And I wish I'd done a how-to video. Next year I'm going to do a how-to video, if I'm still on YouTube. I hope I will be. About how to make your own Easter eggs, because it is actually a lot of fun, and it's really easy. But what it does mean is that you are every day standing there over a big bowl of melted, enormous amounts of melted chocolate. I mean, it takes a lot of chocolate to make an egg, okay? Stirring it all up, you get it all over your fingers. Once you've moulded the eggs in this set and they come out, you get all of the little bits around the edge will crack off, so you're, like on the table it was just tons of little bits of like set chocolate, and I didn't eat any of it. I didn't even lick my fingers. I was so proud of myself. It was amazing. I'm still amazed at myself. But on the Friday, I suppose it's Good Friday, Mike's parents had Will, and we went to see a comedy night run by his friend, and by Mike's friend, and we got really drunk. And the next day we were really, really hungover, and then I started eating chocolate, and I didn't stop until last thing last night. And I'm just annoyed at myself, because that 4 weeks, I started the 4 weeks feeling rough, and that was one of the reasons I wanted to do the diet, because I just felt that it's going to improve my health. I ended the 4 weeks feeling great, clear-headed, energetic, I just felt healthy, okay? I just felt really healthy. And come yesterday, I felt like absolute crap. I felt awful. I felt really, really ill. I felt quite frightened about myself. Like, I was having palpitations, I felt really, like, blocked in my sinuses. I felt emotionally a bit odd, really quite fragile emotionally. I just felt awful. I felt sick and odd and wrong. Will had a little bit of sugar. He didn't have any Easter eggs. He did have a chocolate button, but that didn't seem to affect him. But he did also have some of the Easter cake that I made for my mum, because she requested that I make one, and that was quite sugary. The icing, it was just a sponge cake with cream and strawberries and butter icing on the outside. It was quite sugary, and he had some of that, and turned into this bizarre tribal baby. That he had like 2 fistfuls of cake, and he was like marching around, shouting, shoving it in his face, and if he saw somebody else with cake, he got really angry with them, like really angry, until they gave him cake. And I'm not being funny, right? But he looked like he was like a crack addict waiting for his next hit, okay? Frankly, if that's... I kind of missed the part out there, actually, because I felt that I'd said it before, but it's because obviously I thought I was making this video before. I've never, until Will's first birthday, he'd never had sugar because I was determined that he would not have my sweet tooth, okay? On his birthday, he had one slice of his birthday cake, and that was it. That's the only sugar he's ever had. And his first reaction of that was that he took a bite and he went, like it was disgusting. I mean, he got into it after a while, but at first he hated it. And I was so impressed. These are toys in a pillowcase. And then yesterday, yeah, he had some cake. No, not yesterday, was it? It was Sunday. He had some cake and he went nuts. Nuts. Seriously. So, frankly, I think, yeah, I was right to keep that child off sugar. Like, we're going to go back to no sugar. Poor thing. He felt rough. I felt rough. I feel so guilty. So stupid and guilty that I just failed in my diet. But it doesn't matter. It's one weekend. It's for a good cause. Well, can you call Easter a good cause? It's a holiday. It's for a celebratory holiday, blah blah blah. It happens, doesn't it? It was Easter. Easter is the festival of chocolate, as far as we're in this house anyway. We're not particularly religious. That's not to knock anybody that is, we're just not. So you can't not eat chocolate, it's insane. So, we're back to it today. I'm back to healthy eating today, and I feel really good about it. I feel, obviously I don't feel like healthy yet, but I've had no sugar yet. I had porridge for breakfast with cinnamon. I always sprinkle... I'm going to do a separate video about what I do to try and keep diabetes at bay. If any of you are regular viewers, you'll know that I had gestational diabetes during my pregnancy, which was a huge shock, and I'm trying to keep actual diabetes and gestational diabetes at bay because I'm almost about to start TTCing for baby number 2, and I don't want gestational diabetes again. So cinnamon is one of the things I do, but I won't go into it now because I'll do a separate video. And then for lunch, and then I had an apple. We went out for a walk and I had an apple, a green apple, because apparently they're less sugary. And then for lunch we had some leftover butternut squash that I'd had yesterday. We had some beetroot, some salads. We all had some toast. I didn't. I can't even remember what we had, but so really healthy. I mean, just really, really healthy. And I've just had some nuts and a kiwi fruit. I mean, you can't get better than that, surely. And I do feel much, much better for having gone back on my diet. So hopefully it will go well. Anyway, this is my washing. I don't know if you can see it. My washing stand, which Will has discovered he can pull things off of. It's incredibly, incredibly annoying, but there you go. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a lovely day, and I hope everyone's having a lovely VEDA, and I will see you tomorrow for VEDA number 3. Bye.